The city was steadily falling. This anomaly's level is no less than the cataclysm the capital nearly suffered. And worst of all, it looks like no one can stop it. Even the Spirit Association and the military don't seem to have anyone who can completely turn the tide. The whole city is about to be wiped out. Shu King was completely surrounded by glowing bats, and to escape from them she created a shield using her spiritual power. At that very moment, while she was falling down and being attacked, Lin Yai started receiving updates from different locations. A pioneer squad and sector traded their lives for the city. They erupted a fog of spirit energy to slow the bats' spread. A pioneer team and sector lured the anomaly into an encirclement, and likewise released a spirit energy fog, going down with the swarm of anomalies. She then reported the update from her own area. The latest alert concerned what was happening around her, but dark attribute anomaly. An anomaly, codenamed Cocoon, has reached the Diamond Realm in energy. Its danger level is predicted to meet the standard of an anomaly king. All these updates were broadcast directly to everyone inside the organization. Everyone listening was completely shocked. A member of the researcher team turned to the senior standing beside him, his voice trembling, and said, "Our pioneers and staff have taken heavy casualties, but the bats' numbers are too great, and their replenishment rate far outpaces our current defenses." The senior, hearing this, spoke in a grave tone. "Emergency plans has been activated. But even if reinforcements from other districts try to reroute, they won't make it in time." Everyone was horrified. Another member spoke up, panic clear in his voice. "The city is surrounded by a massive black mist. The military's designated safe zone and outside rescue teams can't get in." He looked at the terrifying situation on the screen with deep concern and said firmly, "We've become an isolated city. We've reached the city's make or break moment. As pioneers, I am willing to stand and fall with everyone, to live and die with this city. As family of this city, if the anomalies want to destroy it, they'll have to trample over our corpses first. Try sending the final status code to he. Our spirit reserves are basically spent. If this keeps up, meanwhile on the other side, Su Ching Anhwa was fighting those that fiercely, continuously attacking them to protect herself. However, the glowing bats were becoming increasingly dangerous. Then, one appeared before her, a terrifying glowing bat at the 3-star spirit forging realm. Seeing this, Su Qingying was shocked. How can this be possible? She thought as she continued to attack. But no matter how much she struck, the creature remained unscathed. The monster wasn't affected at all. As it came closer, it suddenly launched an attack, and Lin Yai's shield shattered into pieces. Seeing this, Lin Yai was both horrified and furious. "This is bad. My spirit power is completely drained," she thought, gritting her teeth. Before she could react, the giant claws of the glowing bat slammed into her, sending her crashing violently toward the ground. The impact was severe. She was wounded, blood dripping down her face. But she was still conscious. Looking up at the bat monster looming above, she murmured in a trembling voice, "We have no other choice, even if I have to die." Saying that, she unleashed a powerful energy attack. But just then a fire pipe attack shot out from beside her, blazing through the air straight toward the bat monster. Lin Yai's eyes widened. She immediately realized whose attack it was. That fire blast struck the glowing bat. Bat head, creating a massive explosion. Falling down, Lin Yai turned to look behind her and shouted, "That attack, it's the boss's attack." And then our hero appeared. He shot past Lin Yai like a flash, charging straight toward the bat monster at incredible speed. From behind, Lin Yai yelled, "Boss." But Fang Yai didn't say a word. He rushed toward the glowing bat, channeling his thunder power into his sword. Lightning crackled wildly as he got close to the creature. The bat monster, already suffering from the earlier fire attack, glared furiously at him. And just then, Fang Yai unleashed his attack, Thunder Slash. The strike was immensely powerful. A blinding flash of lightning crashed straight into the bat monster. But even after the thunder strike, Fang Yai didn't stop. He immediately followed with another skill, Fire Core Bursts. A blazing explosion erupted, blasting the massive bat far into the distance. After those two devastating attacks, Fang Yi landed beside Lin Yai. Looking at her, he said, his voice calm but apologetic, "I'm sorry. It took me a while to find you. There were way too many identical anomaly packs along the route." Hearing his words, Lin Yai caught her breath and replied urgently, "Be careful. These things can revive." Fang Yi nodded, glancing up at the sky. It was filled with countless glowing bats, each one becoming stronger and more violent by the second. "I know," he said seriously. Then, dark energy began to swirl around his body. "Don't worry. When I said I'll handle something, I definitely will." With that, he activated his boundless dark realm domain. A massive dark dome appeared, spreading over the area, pulling every single bat creature inside. Standing nearby, Lin Yi stared in astonishment. Her eyes widened as she thought, right, how could I forget? This city still has Fang Ye, the unparalleled pioneer. Inside the dark domain, all the bat monsters were trapped, unable to escape. Then our hero pulled the domain back toward himself, and began to deactivate it. Smiling faintly, he turned to Su Qingyi and asked gently, "Are you okay?" Su Qingyi nodded, breathing heavily but managing a small smile. "I'm fine. Thanks for saving me. I've still got some hemostag meds on me. They'll help." Our hero stepped closer, placed his hand gently on her shoulder, and said softly, "I cleared some of the dark attribute residue off you. If you get a chance, bandage those wounds." As he did that, Su Qingyi felt her wounds healing rapidly. She looked at him, surprised, and said, "That's amazing." Then, thinking to herself, she murmured with awe, "No wonder high-order lightning attribute. My wounds hurt way less, and the healing is faster than the stop-bleed medicine from the Spirit Association." After that, the story shifted back to the organization where the research team was analyzing the incoming data. Suddenly, one of them shouted in excitement, "Look, the anomaly packs seem to be thinning. Did we break out?" But before anyone could celebrate, a man from behind walked in and said in a grave tone, "No, all the rescue pioneers around the city were attacked and lost contact. We still can't get into the city. Look, the anomalous numbers outside show no sign of dropping. Inside the city, pioneer numbers are decreasing. Not a single unit has reconnected." He paused, lowering his head as a heavy silence filled the room. "We estimate an anomaly king is about to descend. Though it are thinning only because they're converging toward its birth." Then, with a faint, sorrowful smile, he whispered under his breath, "Actually, I wanted to go home and see my parents. But I probably can't go back. Do what you can with the time you have left." After that, the story shifted again back to Fang Yi. The bats had once again gathered in the skies above him, their screeches echoing through the ruined city. Looking up, Fang Yi asked firmly, "Do you have concrete info on what this thing actually is?" Su Qing's face turned serious as she replied, her tone grave and steady. "A super C-class anomaly that consumes an entire city as blood food. Its power isn't lower than the one sealed in the Star God War Zone. People usually call it a cataclysm," she continued. Her eyes reflected both fear and determination. "This cocoon is like a foretold warning of the cataclysm. It can only give you a warning, like humans sensing a disaster is coming but being unable to stop it. Inside it, something terrifying is gestating. If it's born, the whole city will be destroyed." Taking a deep breath, she added, "But now we have a more scientific explanation. Research shows that anomalies, even of the same species, will devour and attack each other. In their mutation sequence, devouring to evolve is the fastest path to ascend. But dark attribute anomalies are different. The bad anomaly pack effect is the most typical example." Her expression tightened as she explained further. "A perfect evolution specimen exerts a bloodline suppression-like effect on its kind. Ordinary anomalies instinctively take on a servant role. We call this perfect evolution specimen an anomaly king." She looked at him, her voice filled with concern. "Boss, I know you're insanely strong, far beyond what I understand. But you still haven't reached the diamond realm. And besides, even the strongest pioneer ended up bedridden after sealing a cataclysm, needing people to keep collecting lost tempering flowers for him. We don't want to lose another genius pioneer." Her voice trembled slightly as she went on. "If possible, you should leave now. Break through the anomaly blockade. Get outside, link up with the military, and tell them to abandon this place." Before she could finish, Fang Ye lightly tapped her on the head and smiled. "Did 20 years of study just vanish because of the spiritual resurgence?" he said with a teasing yet determined grin. "This is my home. Even if I pay any price, I won't regret it." Hearing this, Su Qing couldn't help but smile softly. She didn't say anything more. Then, Fang Yi stepped forward toward the area where the bats had gathered. His sword gleamed as he activated his fire energy, flames swirling around the blade. Using the entire city as a sacrifice to celebrate the king's birth, he muttered, his voice cold and resolute, releasing a powerful burst of fire energy. He continued, "Can your wrist instrument still detect anomalies and contact the Spirit Association? Lend it here." Su Qing looked at him in surprise. "What do you plan to do with it?" she asked. Fang Ye unsheathed his sword completely, raised it toward the sky and said with unshakable resolve, "I'll go up there and stop it early."